Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of Movies and Melodies. I hope the new year is going well and you are all very enthusiastically sticking to your resolutions. Before I start the episode, I am going to request all of you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and spread the word and ask other people to subscribe as well. Thank you. Before I start, I want to say I'm on some sort of a biography binge lately. So today's episode is another biography. It is Suman Kalyanpur, a fabulously talented and yet kind of underrated singer. Suman ji was born in Dhaka in 1937, January 28th, and this was pre-independence India. Her father worked for the Central Bank of India, and he was posted in Dhaka for many years. In 1943, he actually requested a transfer back to Mumbai, and Suman ji completed her matriculation, etc. in Bombay. She then attended the very prestigious J.J. School of Art, where she studied music and painting. She had always been very interested in both of these things, but had never actually taken any kind of formal training in either. So she actually graduated with a degree in art and music from J.J. School. When she was at J.J. School, in addition to her classes at the college itself, she also started taking formal vocal training from a close family friend who also happened to be the music director at Prabhat Studios in Pune, Pandit Keshav Rao Bhole. She really benefited from these lessons, so much so that she actually got a request from All India Radio to perform at the radio. She must have been 15 or so at the time. So this was in 1952. She performed on AIR, and soon after that, she actually got a gig singing all the songs for a Marathi movie, Shukrachi Chandani. And this movie released, I want to say, around 1953 or so. And this got her noticed by the great Sheikh Mukhtar, who was a very famous actor as well as a producer. He really loved her voice and her style of singing, so he was making a movie at the time, Mangu, and he recommended her to the music director Muhammad Shafi, and she got to sing, I want to say, 3 songs in the movie. Muhammad Shafi Saab got replaced by O.P. Nair somewhat towards the end of the movie, and he, for whatever reason, threw out 2 of her songs and just kept the one, Lullaby. It's actually a very sweet song. She also in the same year sang for Naushad Saab, and I think she sang something like 5 songs for his movie Darwaza. And this movie was produced by the famous Ismat Chugtai, and her husband Shahid Latif directed the movie. So now she was getting hugely noticed. There was a particular duet with Talat Saab in Darwaza that appealed hugely to the audience. And so after that, she started getting more and more offers to sing in Bollywood. For my first song that I want to share of Suman ji for today, it's from a movie called Kaise Kahun. This movie, it was a very interesting story. Biswajit, Nanda, Naz and Rahman Saab in the lead. The story was of a singer. He ends up losing his hearing because there is a tumor on his auditory nerve. And you know how this whole thing, obviously it's going to affect his job as a singer, but there are other repercussions of this particular thing in his life, in his personal life as well. It's a very unusual kind of a theme, and even though it's a little Bollywoodized, it's still a movie worth watching. It came out at 1964. The music was beautiful. S.D. Burman's music with Shakil Badayuni's lyrics. The scene for this particular song is where the singer is taking lessons from his teacher, And the teacher's daughter is also there in the scene. She was played by Nandaji in the movie. The voices are S.D. Batish ji for the Guruji's role, and Mohammad Rafi for Biswajit, and Suman ji for Nanda. Manu Mohan Man Mein Ho Tum Hi.
मन मोहन मन में हो तुम्हें, मन मोहन मन में हो तुम्हें, मोरे अंग अंग तुम ही समाए, जानो या जानो ना हो तुम्हें, मन मोहन मन में, मन मोहन मन में, मन में मनमोहन मन में हो तुम्हें, मोरे अंग अंग तुम ही समाए, जानो या जानो ना हो तुम्हें, मनमोहन मन में, देख देख तोरी छब सावरिया, देख देख तोरी छब सावरिया, बनी है राधा तुम्हारी बावरिया, रोम रोम तुमरे गुन गाए, मानो या मानो ना हो तुम्हें, मनमोहन मन में.
Suman ji got married to a Mumbai-based businessman, Ramanand Kalyanpur. He was very, very encouraging of Suman ji continuing with her career. He even used to attend all her recordings whenever he could. She was not an overly ambitious person, nor was she very politically motivated to, kind of turbocharge her career, if you will. So she was very content with whatever assignments she received. She sang in a lot of Marathi movies, also some Gujarati movies, Kannada movies, I think Assamese, Bengali. Bengali she was fluent in because she spent so much of her time in Dhaka growing up. She also, I think, benefited a great deal from the feud that was happening between Lataji and Rafi Saab. I think it was almost a 4-year period, I want to say, when the two of them would not sing together. So this benefited other singers greatly, other female singers greatly, and Suman ji was one of them. She was, I think, a person who was very content with her lot, so you never find any kind of controversies or, rumor-related kind of stories about her. For my next song, I want to share one from a movie called Nur Mahal. What can I say? You have to watch this movie suspending all disbelief and logical reasoning. You cannot ask any questions that would logically come up as you're watching the movie, and they will, let me tell you. Just sit back, relax, give in to the insanity. It's an incredibly entertaining movie. Having said that, it's also kind of sad that established good actors like Jagdeep had to act in these kinds of movies to earn a living. Chitra was his lead. It sort of, I guess, got classified as a B-grade movie. The music for this movie was by basically an unknown music director, Jani Babu Kawwal. And the lyricists were Noor Devasi and Sabah Afghani, and I think a couple more people. This particular song was written by Sabah Afghani. The story has so many bizarre twists in it, and there are ghosts as well. So this particular song is like a ghost song, and Suman ji has sung it just beautifully. It's a lovely, lovely song. The music is exquisite, the lyrics are beautiful, and the singing is just gorgeous. Mere mehboob na ja, aaj ki raat na ja.
Mere mehboob na ja, aaj ki raat na ja. होने वाले हैं सहर थोड़ी देर
Suman ji was a true professional. She continued to hone her skills by taking advanced singing lessons from Ustad Khan Abdul Rahman Khan and also Master Navrang. She continued to very successfully, I want to say, kind of dominate the Marathi industry, but the Hindi film industry for that 4-year period, she did dominate it quite a bit because absolutely top-notch music directors were taking her for all the duets and sometimes even the solos as well. So the next song that I want to share is very much a favorite of mine, of Suman ji's songs. It's from the movie Jahanara. The story of the movie was based on Shah Jahan's daughter Jahanara. Sadly, the movie has reduced the life of this incredibly strong, politically savvy woman to kind of a pathetic love story. Mala Sinha and Bharat Bhushan in the lead, playing Jahanara, and Mirza Yusuf Changezi, who plays her love interest in the movie. He's a poet. The music for the movie, genius. Madan Mohan with Rajendra Krishan writing the lyrics. And most of the songs in the movie are Lata ji and Rafi Saab, Talat Mahmood, so on. But there's this one duet that Suman ji has sung with Rafi Saab. Exquisite, exquisite song. Baad muddat ki ye ghadi aayi.
Baad muddat ki ye ghadi आप आए तो जिंदगी आई बाद मुद्दत ये घड़ी आई आप आए तो जिंदगी आई इश्क मरमर के कामयाब हुआ आज एक जर्रा आफताब हुआ आज एक जर्रा आफताब हुआ
शुक्रिया है हुजूर आने का शुक्रिया है हुजूर आने का वक्त जावा गरीब खाने का एक जमाने के बाद ईद हुए ईद से पहले मेरी ईद हुई ईद से पहले मेरी ईद हुई
ईद का चांद आज देखा है ईद का क्यों ना एतबार आए हाथ उठाकर दुआ ये करता हूँ ईद फिर ऐसी बार बार आए उम्मीद फिर ऐसी बार बार आए।
Sumanji basically led a quiet life. She has one daughter, Charu, who lives in the US apparently, and a granddaughter who came to Mumbai and has started a charity in her grandmother's name. I don't have that much more to add about Sumanji's life, so I'm going to describe the movies that she's sung for. So this next song is from a movie called Baat Ek Raat Ki. It was a murder mystery and Wahida ji, Devanand in the lead. The story is that of an actress who's been accused of murdering her fiancé, but she has a memory blackout of that time period, so she cannot explain as to how or why she murdered her fiancé. Dev Saab plays the savvy detective who has figured out that this woman's being set up, and the movie proceeds to see who the actual murderer is. The music was fantastic. S.D. Burman with Majroo Saab's lyrics, Hemant Da, Lata ji, everyone sung for this movie, and there's this one particular song of Sumanji's. It's actually a tandem song. Hemant Da has sung the male version and she sung the female version. Beautiful song. Na tum hame jano.
न तुम हमें जानो न हम तुम्हें जाने मगर लगता है कुछ ऐसा मेरा हमदम मिल गया न तुम हमें जानो न हम तुम्हें जाने मगर लगता है कुछ ऐसा मेरा हमदम मिल गया ये मौसम ये रात चुप है वो होठों की बात चुप है खामोशी सुनाने लगी है दास्तां ये मौसम ये रात चुप है वो होठों की बात चुप है खामोशी सुनाने लगी है दास्तां नजर बन गई है दिल की ज़बान न तुम हमें जानो न हम तुम्हें जाने मगर लगता है कुछ ऐसा मेरा हमदम मिल गया
This next song is from a movie called Main Shaadi Karne Chala. It's an Ayaz Johar movie. Very entertaining. I think it was sort of loosely based on this movie that came out in Hollywood called Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. So the story is that of a young couple who've fallen in love, but they can't get married because this girl is the youngest of 5 sisters. And the parents say, unless the older sisters are all married, we can't marry this youngest daughter off. So these two set about finding husbands for all of her sisters. Quite a star-studded cast. You have Mumtaz, you have her sister Malika, Rajendra Kumar, Prem Chopra in a very positive role. He's actually quite cute in it. And Durga Khote, a host of people, right? It's greatly entertaining movie. Music for this movie was by Chitragupt, and Majroo Saab wrote all the lyrics. And very sweet kind of a love song. Jab se hum tum baharon mein.
जब से हम तुम
बहारों में
हो बैठे गुम
नजारों में
जैसे ये जिंदगी
जागी आँखों का ख्वाब है जब से हम तुम
बहारों में
हो बैठे गुम
नजारों में
जैसे ये जिंदगी
जागी आँखों का ख्वाब है। चेहरे पे आरज़ू की धीमी धीमी रोशनी,
होठों पे प्यार की मीठी सी रागनी,
चेहरे पे आरज़ू की धीमी धीमी रोशनी, धीमी धीमी रोशनी।
मेरी धड़कन
तेरी बातें,
तेरे जलवे
मेरी आँखें,
जैसे ये रोशनी
जागी आँखों का ख्वाब है। जब से हम तुम
बहारों में
हो बैठे गुम
नजारों में,
जैसे ये जिंदगी।
जागी आँखों का ख्वाब है।
For the last song for today, it's a song from the movie Nur Mahal. It starred Pradeep Kumar and Meena Kumari in the main roles. So Meena Kumari playing the iconic title role of the Empress Nur Jahan. And the main role of the Queen was played by the older actor Veena. It was a well-made movie for the most part, over-dramatized and kind of glossed over all the more difficult aspects of the Mughal period, I think. But, you know, for our purposes, very entertaining with lovely music. Music was actually Roshan Saab. Now, Roshan Saab was one of the few music directors who, despite the feud being over between Lata ji and Rafi Saab, continued to use Suman ji in a lot of his movies. The lyrics for all of these songs were written by Sahir Saab, and this particular song is, again, it's a romantic kind of a song set in the outdoors, and Meena ji, of course, emotes very beautifully. Sharabi sharabi ye sawan ka mausam.
शराबी शराबी ये सावन का मौसम, खुदा की कसम खूबसूरत ना होता अगर इसमें रंगे मोहब्बत ना होता। शराबी शराबी ये सावन का मौसम। सुहानी सुहानी ये कोयल की कोकिल उठाती है सीने में रह रह के हुके, छलकती है मस्ती घने बादलों से, उलझती है नजरें हंसी आंचलों से। ये पुरनूर मंजर ये रंगीन आलम, खुदा की कसम खूबसूरत ना होता अगर इसमें रंगे मोहब्बत ना होता। शराबी शराबी ये सावन का मौसम।
That's it for today, folks. Again, I request all of you to subscribe to the channel and spread the word amongst your family and friends and ask them to subscribe as well. I will be back in 2 weeks, but until then, remember, music is food for the soul. Keep listening.